And this showdown, like Steph Curry and the Warriors, Cade Cunningham and the Pistons, I don't think it would make Curry mad. Early third quarter, Warriors down 3. Not anymore. Jimmy Butler finds Curry. That's a 3. That is also putting him north of 25,000 career points. He's the 26th player all time to hit that. Oh, by the way, the game is tied. Cunningham, he's like, I can do it too. Pistons led 87-84 after the third. Here's why I said don't make him mad. 7 minutes left in the game. Warriors down 1. There's a miss. D. Santos flies in for the putback and the foul. After the play, Isaiah Stewart pushes Curry near the bench.
He came off the bench to do it, too.
Curry obviously took exception to it. Then there's a little bit of jawing back and forth. I remind you that the Warriors are up 1, but it's only 1. Curry, 32 points over Thompson there. Stewart doesn't like that, but like, what do you expect, dude? Warriors up 2. Off the Curry turnover, Cunningham finds Malik Beasley. Corner 3. Pistons back up 1. A little later, Warriors down 3. Draymond Green going to find his boy. That is a pass. That is also a Curry bucket, plus the foul. He'd make the free throw to tie it at 103. Butler, 26 points with the Warriors up 2. Cade Cunningham continues to do all that he is doing, and the Pistons this season, 31 points. That makes it a Pistons 1-point lead. Next Warriors possession, there's like 35 seconds to play.
No way.
Butler finds Green
no way.
for a 3, because
Draymond.
obviously that's who's going to put the 3. That's who I was expecting in that moment. Cunningham finds Beasley, but that one is off the mark. The Warriors win 115-110. They are 11-2 since Jimmy Butler came to town.
All right, back to the rivalry that was renewed in Boston. Lakers, Celtics, and the story back out there. And no, headed to the locker room, did not return. Lakers, what's his status going forward? As for the rest of the game, Luka, first time he's played in the building since the finals last year with the Mavericks, knocks down the 3, but that was just the end of a nice.
In Boston, I mean, obviously the big story for the Lakers is not just the loss, it's what this injury could mean for LeBron James and the Lakers. What is the level of concern there?
Nicole, LeBron said there's not much concern, that he's going to take it day by day. But I had several sources tell me that now, he said his mind immediately went to the groin injury that he suffered on Christmas Day 2018, his first season with the Lakers. That injury caused him to miss significant time. Now, we asked him, was it the same level of injury as that? And he said no, but then he went to the locker behind him and knocked on wood because he didn't want to jinx himself, to get ahead of himself and give himself a diagnosis that it wasn't as bad as that other groin injury. So the Lakers recognize there's going to have to be a next man up situation that they're in. They did a ton of work over the last 6 weeks to put themselves in a really great position in the Western Conference standings, but now it gets really tough. No LeBron James, at least for the immediate future, and they got 6 games in the next 8 days.
That is not an easy schedule. Mr. McMenamin, thank you for the information.
This matchup marked the first time since 1985 that the Celtics and Lakers met this late in the season, with both ranked Celtics to get things started. And then Luka got kneed in the face. Watch this. So Horford with the dunk and then swings and right in the face. That's embarrassing. 29-13, Celtics outscored the Lakers in that divide. Knocks down to 3. Then LeBron down low over Brown. Next possession at the other end, that's Brown for 2. And then after the play, LeBron's like, yo, come get me. He would leave.
Before I had spun on Jaylen Brown, for me, they extended it a little bit too much. A couple pivots, and then when I landed, I felt.
Celtics and Lakers, it's a lot of fun. The history and tradition, all the legends that wore these uniforms, that competed in these battles. NBA is a better place when the Lakers and Celtics are good.
That you give those guys chances to be able to be a part of that, and they're. Al played 37. Those, like, everybody on this roster is, playing for a legacy, and you do it together. And I felt like that was a great moment for them to be able to compete at a high level for as long as they wanted to.
He's my favorite. Sorry, Eves. Kendrick Perkins is here now. Look, Jason Tatum had an incredible game against the Lakers. The Celtics defense did exactly what they needed it to do. When you watched the game, though, what stood out to you?
Oh, the 2025 NBA champions are the Boston Celtics. And there's no disrespect to to Oklahoma City, to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Nuggets, the Lakers, but we just watched the best team in basketball get it done without one of their best players in Chris. You saw that lead increase, and they were able to get out in transition. And then Jason Tatum, a young superstar that we don't talk about enough, go out there and he's flirting with a 40-point triple-double. And it wasn't just the 40 points for me. It was him hitting the glass, him having the 8 assists, making guys around him better, blocking Luka's shot, setting the tone, playing with that tenacity. And I'm sitting up here saying to myself, I'm like, I don't see a single team in the NBA that's going to beat a fully loaded, healthy Celtics squad in a 7-game series. I just don't.
Because that's the thing. They weren't fully healthy in this game. They didn't have everyone that they needed in this game. Speaking of health, there were a few times when Luka appeared to be dealing with some discomfort. We'll call it that, discomfort. And all of that sort of like looms a little extra large now in terms of what Dave McMenamin is reporting with his groin injury for LeBron James. It's not a matter of days. This could be a matter of weeks that LeBron misses. What does all of that now do to the Lakers?
It does a lot. It does a lot because, look, one could argue that LeBron James, have been in competition with Nikola Jokic as far as being the best player in the NBA. That's how valuable he's been to the Los Angeles Lakers. Rui Hachimura going to be back. And then you look at a tough Western Conference where every game matters now because you may drop in the seeding. And here's another thing, Nicole. In order to win a championship, yes, you need the talent. Yes, you need the coach. But you also need luck. And the reason that I say luck is because you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy. Health is a very important part. And this timing right now that LeBron James is going out is just not looking good for the Los Angeles Lakers.
That is a shame considering how they have looked the last couple of weeks, especially since they brought Luka on board. Mr. Perkins, thank you very much.
About Boston. He hates the city. He hates the fans. He hates everything about it, to the fact that, look, LeBron James, every time we land in the city, he has some steakhouse, reservation for the team. Not in Boston. He don't go outside. He don't leave his hotel room. Hell, I think his alias have an alias. That's how much he don't trust and hate Boston. So every single time
he's 40 years old. Here's I'm gonna make it real simple. This is a pickup game, and they put all these guys on the floor, and I had first pick. I'm taking the 40-year-old, which is crazy. You might say, I'll take Tatum, I'll take Luke. I'm like, give me that guy. Because with LeBron, he's at a point in his life and career where nothing phases him. There is no moment too big. He's been on this floor. He's won multiple championships. And there's a power to his game, and there's a leadership he has. I mean, what he's doing is just flat out amazing.
It's undeniable. Since the All-Star break, he's averaging 29 and 10 on 53% shooting. Since he's turned 40, the Los Angeles Lakers are 21 and 8. He's averaging 26 points a game, shooting 54% from the field, 43% from three-point range, with 8.3 rebounds. You can't deny what you're seeing from him. And because of what you're seeing from him, and the fact that since over the last 4 games, Luka has now turned it on. He's averaging 30 and 10, by the way, with 39% shooting from three-point range. You look at what they're doing together. You talked about the Boston Celtics and why we all have them favored to win the championship because they check all the boxes. Well, with the Lakers' defensive prowess, combined with what these two dudes can do on a basketball court, and Luka and LeBron, it does give you cause to pause and say, do you pin that in? That the Boston Celtics are going to do this?
Luka Doncic has unlocked another level of greatness in LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James being able to play off the ball and not have to be so ball dominant has allowed him to be better and great in other areas, like actually playing the center position at times, like he locked up Karl Anthony Towns against the Knicks, 3 for 13 shooting. Those are the moments and the little things that are poking out to me outside of the stat sheet.
Well, and to your point, there's just not that many firsts left for a guy who's been playing 22 years in the NBA, but I'm having trouble remembering the last time there was an argument for one of LeBron's teammates having the most to prove going into a game, especially in Boston. But Luka Doncic is back in the building where he was denied a championship in the finals last year, and this is his first chance to play in the NBA's most heated, storied rivalry as well. We've seen plenty of loud debuts news from Lakers greats against Boston. Let's just take a quick stroll down memory lane, shall we? Get out and run, brought to you by Samsung. Starting 50 years ago, it was 1975, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became the first and only player to have 20 points, 20 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 blocks versus Boston. And then the Magic Bird rivalry, it got going in 1979. The Lakers, they won by 18 points in his first game against the Celtics. Magic Johnson had a game-high 23 points along with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. And then Shaquille O'Neal's first game versus Boston as a member of the Lakers, it came in 1996. He had 22 points, 10 rebounds. 2 of those points came off an assist from Kobe Bryant, their first season together as teammates. And then, of course, there is LeBron James. He went for 28 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists in 2019. The only player to record a triple-double in their first game in a rivalry like this all time. The Lakers won that game on a game winner from Rajon Rondo here. And Luka Doncic is joining that list tonight and will look to continue his hot start in the Lakers uniform. He's the 3rd player to average 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists in his first 10 games with the franchise, joining James Harden with the Nets and Oscar Robertson all the way back with the Royals. Shams Charania back with us now. I'm sure Luka didn't think that his first trip back to Boston after last year's finals would be as part of the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. Where is Doncic's head at now?
Well, Luka Doncic has been a player that's been rooted in loyalty, someone that's thought of one city, one team his whole career. Obviously, that all got dashed the moment he was traded just over a month ago to the Lakers. Now he's in L.A. He's one of the grandest performers on the biggest stage, as Stephen A. calls Tinseltown, and he's feeling more and more comfortable with every passing day. I can't say